breakfast anytime. Make breakfast easier. Kellogg's Breakfast Mates in the refrigerated section.
It's tough keeping track of the news these days, isn't it, Dickie?
Lots of distractions, Lila.
Is that why you haven't called me?
Thanks. I've been meaning to, believe me.
And?
And stuff got in the way. You know how it is.
You still have the number, don't you?
Call you to set something up for Thursday.
Thursday?
Yeah, that's when I'm cooking you dinner.
Good. Don't let stuff get in the way.
I won't, believe me. How long you been standing there?
Looking up.
Lila's pretty interesting, don't you think? Yeah. Yeah, I guess I am interested. Where are we going? Attempted murder. Hits just keep on coming.
Let me guess. You're looking for Crandall.
You make that sound like it's not a good thing.
I don't know. Maybe it would be if you could get him to make any sense.
He must have had something on his mind when he shot Carl Burnham.
Yes, Crandall's boss. When Burnham's not in intensive care, he runs a little container company up on the north side. Crandall jumped him there this morning before they opened up.
How'd Crandall get caught?
Well, a man with a gun running down the street screaming gibberish does tend to attract attention.
Most dangerous man alive, huh?
Every time we uncuff him, he lunges at somebody. He seems kind of mad about something. Isn't that right, Pops? Kind of mad about something.
If they uncuff you, you behave? You're not doing a lot for my confidence about letting you loose. What? Where's his lawyer?
Watch his leg!
You stuff.
Uncuff him. He needs his hands to communicate.
Well, he'll have to keep his thoughts to himself, because I'm not uncuffing him.
I'll take the responsibility.
Are you nuts?
Look, this guy is like 60 years old. There are 3 of us. Give me the keys.
What was that all about? Not like that. I don't understand sign. Your hands look more like weapons. You? Uncle Tom? Isn't there a female equivalent?
You're not funny.
I'm not trying to be funny. What did you say to him? Who's Nat Turner? What do you mean I don't understand?
To take care of business, and this guy is a criminal.
Tess,
and I'm gonna nail him.
Crandall is an alleged criminal. He is not an axe murderer. I do not treat them all like axe murderers. Lighten up, Tess.
I've torn this place apart. Believe me, there's no will.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it does. He thought he was gonna live forever. You know, I don't think he had a physical after he left the department. I used to get on him about what he ate, and he'd say, "Listen, little girl, I've survived bad guys shooting at me. A plate of bacon and eggs ain't gonna do me in."
My dad was the same way.
Thought if you planned for the inevitable, you brought it on quicker.
It's funny, you know, I was always bitching about being chained to this place, and now I'm scared about whether I'll be able to keep it.
It's your bar, Kay.
I don't know. I talked to that patrolman Antonelli, you know, the one that goes to law school at night. And he said that Dad died in what's that word?
Intestate.
Right. Anyway, he said I'm gonna have to go to probate court, that I'll have to hire a lawyer. The problem is that the only lawyers I know I wouldn't let handle a parking ticket.
Maybe I can help you out with that.
Oh, sure you can, Dickie. Come on, face it, you know the same bums I do.
Not necessarily. I've been moving up in the world.
Your Honor, as you know, it's going to take some time for me to adequately prepare Mr. Crandall's defense.
Let's talk about bail instead of your problems, Mr. Rosenheim.
$50,000, Your Honor. Anything more would force Mr. Crandall to remain in jail until his case is resolved.
Ms. Kaufman?
Bail should be denied, Your Honor. Mr. Crandall willfully and with premeditation attacked Mr. Burnham. And if Mr. Burnham's condition doesn't improve, we could be talking about murder here.
If I may, Your Honor, I'd like to point out that Mr. Crandall has no previous arrests or convictions, on top of which he is anything but a flight risk. 25 years on the same job, 9 years in the same apartment.
There's a first time for everything, Your Honor, as Mr. Crandall proved this morning.
I tend to agree with the prosecution on that, Mr. Rosenheim.
But Mr. Crandall is 62 years old. Surely that should be taken into consideration.
I'm afraid there can be no senior citizen discounts today. Bail denied.
You're not cutting Crandall any slack, are you?
It's not my job.
No, I don't think he's gonna try to kill Burnham again. Oh, I don't understand you either. Wait a minute. Time out. Okay? I need to ask you a favor. No, I don't think you're Lady Macbeth. Favors, not for me.
For who?
Okay.
Tess, in addition to everything else, I'm working on the Kessler estate, which totals over $7 million. So I don't really have time to deal with this bimbo's bar. And do it as a favor? For who? That cop friend of yours?
Not for him. For me.
You make a very persuasive argument, counselor.
Tess, isn't it about time we started talking about, plea bargaining for Crandall?
No, I want to go to trial. I've got an open calendar.
But I thought you just said that Burnham's off the critical list. If he's not going to die, then getting your pound of flesh becomes, problematical.
It's because Crandall's a bad shot. Doesn't mean he shouldn't go to prison.
You're awfully hard line, Tess. This because you lost the McIntyre case?
Who's guilty?
He is history. Don't let it affect your judgment on Crandall.
But who's guilty too?
Oh, brother.
No, wait, I don't have time to referee this. Tess, if you insist on a trial, go with God. I just think that a plea bargain makes more sense.
And they got this spicy chicken. Gonna clean your sinuses out in a hurry, but Boy, is it good.
What kind of spices?
What am I, a chef? How do I know? Trust me, you'll love it.
Trust you. I've known too many cops for that.
Trust me. So, is it a date?
Yeah, it's a date.
Good.
Want another beer, Kay?
Coming right up.
Thanks. You're a Cromer, right?
Yeah?
Yeah, you're the one who backed up Cobb in that Viet gang deal. Yeah, that's more than I would have done.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Look, you're new around here. I'm just trying to help you out. You know, by telling you you're not gonna win any medals by being buddies with Cobb.
If I wanted medals, I would have stayed in the Army. See, the way I got it figured, Cobb just goes after bad guys, whether they wear black hats or blue uniforms. And that sounds about right to me.
It's on the house, Crow. That'll be $250.
As far as I'm concerned, you can weld that son of a bitch into a prison cell. I kept Crandall on for 25 years. I never gave him any trouble. He damn near killed me. I've been good to the handicap. I mean, what do these people want? No offense, ma'am.
It's okay.
Why did he do it?
How about because he's completely irrational, you know? Non-compos mentis.
Well, you like shrink in your spare time?
How do you get along with the other workers?
Okay, I guess. He had a chip on his shoulder, but as far as I know, he kept pretty much to himself.
Anything else bothering him?
Hey, I'm his employer, not his psychiatrist.
Oh, so as far as you know, this just came out of nowhere.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't this maniac shoot me? Now, how about doing your job, damn it? Send him to prison.
I want to find out what makes Crandall tick. Come on, let's go talk to his family. Why not? Well, I don't think his family is irrelevant. Take me back to my car. I'll go talk to him myself. You know, I think you're trying real hard to avoid getting to know Crandall's human side.
Well, thank you. I didn't ask you.
Lockman. I have an appointment with Bruce Kaufman.
Edmund, will you excuse me? I'm handling this dumb little probate case. It's a favor from my wife.
Oh, it's your ball and chain, huh?
Yeah. Good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
Come in. Mrs. Lockman?
It's Miss.
Please sit down. Can I get you something to drink?
No, thank you.
Coffee? Mineral water?
Maybe some water.
Miss Lockman would like some mineral water, please.
Thank you. And please, call me Kay.
All right, Kay. Many people come into this office nervous, even intimidated. They fear court, judges, the whole judicial system.
That's exactly how I feel.
That's why I'm here.
It's quite a load you're taking home. Myself, I always heed the old African proverb that work only tires a woman, but it ruins a man. Oh, brushing up on Yeats, huh?
You inspired me.
In Fitz's wake? Down by the Sally Gardens. Down by the Sally Gardens, my love and I did meet. She passed the Sally Gardens on little snow-white feet. She bid me take love easy as the leaves grow on the tree. But I, being young and foolish, with her would not agree. You know, Yeats really goes best with Irish whiskey. I could prove it to you tonight.
No, thank you. I'm sorry.
Maybe some other time, when you're not so busy.
Something must have set your husband off, Mrs. Crandall.
All I know is Wes went down to the company to get some money he had coming to him. And when he came back home, he was so angry, I thought he was going to explode. Those gang kids at that jail beat him, Detective Cobb. I almost cried when I saw the bruises on him this morning.
Yeah, I was afraid something like that might happen.
He's too old for that kind of craziness. Why'd they have to put him in there?
He is accused of shooting Mr. Burnham. Look, talk to the public defender. See if you can't get him to work something out about bail.
Wes is a good man, Detective Cobb. He worked a dead-end job for years to put food on the table for me and the kids. After the kids were grown and gone, he kept on working so he could draw a full pension. Enough money so we could enjoy growing old together.
In it for the long haul, huh?
Why get married otherwise?
Yeah. Well, thanks, Mrs. Crandall. Hope things work out okay. Oh, do you sign?
Of course I sign. How can this kind of marriage work if the hearing partner doesn't sign?
What if the deaf partner can read lips and speak?
That still puts the whole load on the deaf partner, doesn't it?
Yeah. I was talking to Crandall's wife. Hello to you, too. Why am I talking to Crandall's wife, or why am I saying hello?
Please, I'm not in the mood.
Hey, you knew where I was going?
Okay.
I found out that our guy has had a pretty rough go of it, but that basically he's a pretty good man. He just got incredibly frustrated and he snapped. And after seeing what a Prince Burnham is, doesn't surprise me. I am trying to show a little compassion, which is what you keep preaching to me. And you keep coming on like some hanging judge. I mean, who are you anyway? Maximum Tess? How about his state of mind when he pulled the trigger? This isn't about Crandall's sanity. This is about you holding him up to a higher standard than you would anybody else.
That's not true.
It is true. And you're doing it because he's deaf.
That's crazy.
You're right. That is crazy. But that's what you're doing, and I don't want any part of it.
Just do your job.
I am doing my job. But that is good advice. You ought to take it. okay? Dumb question, right? You remember when Mom made us go to church with her? The priest said, everybody's perfect after they die. That the crippled can walk, blind can see. And then he said that the deaf would hear the angels singing, and that made you pretty mad. Then everything pretty much made you mad. There's this defendant. He's about the same age that you were when you died. And he's deaf. And I'm trying to help him because you would never let me help you. It's not the same, but it's something. I don't know why, but I needed to tell you that. Maybe that priest was right. Maybe you can hear me now. I miss you, Pop.
Not so fast, Counselor. You may not care that my client, Wes Crandall, the deaf guy, was badly beaten in jail, but Judge Orrick does. I petitioned for a second bail hearing. It's all set for tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow. See you then. You bet you will.
So how'd things work out with the famous Bruce?
He's a good guy. You could have fit the QE2 inside his firm's office. Oh, and guess what? He said there wouldn't be any fee.
Tess asked him to do it as a favor.
Tess did that for me.
Yeah, she ain't all bad. Whoa, look at this. Must be Joe's private stash. Fine Spanish sherry.
Sherry? My dad never in his life. Must have been for a girlfriend.
My old man used to drink sherry with my mom every night. When she died, he put the bottle away, never touched it again.
Do you think about him a lot?
Yeah, I have been. Prosecuting this deaf guy right now. I keep trying to figure out how he experiences the world. Wish my dad had told me more.
He didn't talk about it?
Nah, he didn't talk about much of anything. Just told me to be tough, not to feel sorry for myself.
At least he didn't see what a wuss you turned out to be. Oh, my God.
Whoa.
I think it's real.
I think you're right. I think there's a whole lot more here than my salary. There's got to be 20, 25 G's here. But he was saving it for you, Kay.
Dickie, I miss him so much. How am I going to get through all this? I don't know anything about business.
Don't underestimate yourself, Kay. You're a smart lady. You got good judgment, too. Except when it comes to men.
Hey,
Hi.
how are you? I'm fine. That's all I've learned so far. I spotted you walking past. I thought you might like some company for dinner. That's not true. I thought I might like some company for dinner. Thank you. So, what's good?
Pasta.
Have you, decided? It's 2 orders and a glass of Chianti. I can't pronounce it either. I am very taken with you. You know?
Don't be.
Why?
I'm married.
Right. You're married to Bruce Kaufman. He's a lawyer with Douglas and Barr. Next year, he'll probably have his name on the stationery. You've been married for 3 years, but separated for the last 6 months. You're trying to work it out so you haven't been seeing other people.
How did
You work in an office. People talk in offices. So, if you're trying to work things out, is he as well? Then why are you here, having dinner alone? Where's Bruce now?
No, he's working.
Why is it every time we do this, you just happen to bring up business post-coitus?
This poor woman's father died intestate. I'm just asking you to speed up the process a little before some cousin in Arkansas decides a shot at the family fortune beats waiting for the lottery to hit.
You didn't answer my question.
Andrea, you know that I'm married.
Separated, I hear.
Yeah, well, we're trying to work things out.
I hope she's trying a lot harder than you are.
Look, Andrea, I'm not asking you to compromise yourself in any way.
Oh?
You know what I mean.
I'll think about it.
I grew up with 4 older brothers. In our house, dinner was survival of the fittest. I'm not gonna let you pay for this.
This is my party, and you'll let me pay for whatever I want.
Hey, enough said. You still got it bad for Cobb, don't you?
I'll always have a soft spot for Dickie. But we're just friends now. We both know that he can't give me what I need.
Maybe there's someone who can.
Great dinner.
Yeah. My spaghetti's probably not up to that trendy stuff you're used to.
Well, the cuisine wasn't the first thing on my mind.
You really go after what you want, don't you?
You have a problem with aggressive women?
No. No, not at all. I just don't want to be another notch on your garter belt.
Is that what kind of woman you think I am?
Oh, you're beautiful. Very beautiful.
But You think I'm like this with all the guys?
I didn't say that.
It crossed your mind. Just for the record, I can't remember the last time I met a guy I wanted to spend 10 minutes with.
You sound like you're under oath.
I'm an officer of the court. I'm always under oath.
It's all right in here, Dickie. Just have to print it out.
Business and personal records?
Everything you need to know about Carl Burnham and his immediate family, and then some. Just don't ask me what it means. I'll bet Burnham doesn't even understand it all.
Bet he does.
Your guy Burnham came up with some new wrinkles. From what I can see here, his company's no more than 6 months away from going belly up. He probably figures the bank's gonna get all the physical stuff, the equipment, the buildings. So he's siphoning off everything liquid.
The pension fund. What a Samaritan.
Let's not be too judgmental. I'm sure he put it in with good intentions. He just never thought he'd need it back.
That's bull. He put it in because he had to. Now he's stealing it. It's not his anymore.
I had a case like this a few years ago. Matter of fact, my guy didn't even cover it nearly this well. No in-laws, no children, no grandchildren, none of the fronts Burnham's using. You should give this guy my card. You know if he needs a good lawyer?
You know, Bruce, I try to like you. I really do.
Come on, Cop. It's all just business. I mean, somebody shafts somebody else, lawyers straighten it out. Everybody gets a little taste.
Everybody except the Wes Crandalls of the world.
Who?
No, forget it. He's just a deaf guy. Thanks for your help, Bruce.
Round two with Crandall? What kind of bail are you asking for?
$100,000.
$100,000? Tess, I think we'd better talk.
Why?
The bail you're asking for is a little excessive, isn't it?
Well, I still think Crandall belongs in jail. If they're worried about his safety, they can put him in isolation.
But we're not talking about some hard case with a rap sheet from here to Cleveland, you know?
If this is about my judgment as a lawyer, I resent that.
It's about your emotions, Tess. I can only guess where they're coming from, but they're getting in the way of the job you're supposed to be doing.
You're wrong.
Just bear with me. Cops can be emotional. Criminals can, too. That goes for just about everybody involved with them, except lawyers. Lawyers are not allowed the luxury of emotion. The only thing a lawyer can worry about is the law.
But I do.
Now, the law says that you could plead this case down, which you haven't done. It also says you could request far less bail, which apparently you aren't going to do either.
It's my case.
I know it is, Tess. Just advising you not to take it so personally.
Your Honor, given the severity of the charges against Mr. Crandall, $100,000 bail is perfectly fair.
I assume you beg to differ, Mr. Rosenheim.
I certainly do, Your Honor. If the state is so interested in fairness, it would agree to the $50,000 in bail that I'm seeking. I reiterate that my client is no flight risk.
But, Your Honor, we're talking about a man who came within an inch of committing murder.
If a murder is going to be committed, it may very well be Mr. Crandall who is the victim. You need only look at him, Your Honor, to see how much he has suffered in just 2 nights of jail.
Mr. Rosenheim has a point, Miss Kaufman.
If it please the court, I'd like to request a brief recess. My investigator has just arrived with what I believe to be pertinent information regarding this case.
Is 5 minutes brief enough for you, Miss Kaufman?
Yes, sir.
Back in 5 minutes then, folks. Don't stray too far.
So those are some of the ways it could have happened. Feds will probably go after Burnham. If they can nail Michael Milken, they should be able to nail that guy.
I hope so.
Yeah, me too. Come on, Tess. This has got to change the way you look at Crandall. Yeah, I know. He shot somebody. I wasn't putting him up for a medal. I don't think you need to come down on him so hard with both feet. I mean, there's some serious provocation. No, let me tell you about justification, Tess. I remember when they broke the pressmen's union at my dad's paper. And there wasn't a thing that he or any of the other deaf guys who worked with him could do about it. And he could have exploded just like Crandall. Except he didn't. He sat there and he let it eat away the insides of him until it killed him.
Are you trying to tell me what it's like to be deaf?
No. I'm trying to tell you that you don't know what it's like to be working class. And that's why a guy like Crandall scares you. What do you see when you see a guy like him, huh? You see a guy who lived by the rules his whole life. You see a deaf person who made it in a hearing world just like you, Tess. Not as successfully, maybe, but he made it. I mean, he's got a secure job, he's got decent pay, got good benefits, got a family, a wife. Good times. Hard times. Just like everybody else. But he made it. Right up until the very end, Tess. And then he got shafted. I'm not coming down on you, Tess. I don't think what you're doing is conscious. Maybe I'm wrong. Just think about it. Okay?
I gotta go.
May I remind Your Honor that since our last meeting, Mr. Burnham has been removed from the critical list. Furthermore, Mr. Crandall can't post a bond of $100,000. His wife had to empty the family bank account to come up with the $5,000 in cash that would enable my client to deal with bail of $50,000. Any more than that is simply beyond her means.
Miss Kaufman?
$50,000 will be fine, Your Honor.
So ruled. Thank you, Miss Kaufman.
You're amazing. I actually thought I could lose the bar without a will, and then to get it done so quickly, I can't believe it.
It helps having a solid case to plead.
So there's nothing else I have to do?
Just take care of your property. And feel free to call me if you have questions about anything.
Look, I really want you to send me a bill for this.
It was a favor.
But I can pay you now, can't I?
Sure you can, but I won't let you. In fact, they have a wonderful restaurant here. I'd love to buy you dinner. They also have some lovely suites upstairs if you prefer room service.
I don't think so. Thank you, anyway.
Do you have plans?
No, I just don't think it would be a good idea.
Our business is pretty much finished. It's really not a conflict.
It is for me.
Cobb?
No, Tess. Thanks again.
You plead guilty to aggravated assault. I'll recommend the minimum sentence.
What's the minimum sentence?
3 years. But it's 2 days for every one served. And you'll be at a minimum security facility.
I'll accept it.
I'll draw the papers up. Go talk to the judge.
It's a fair deal. Thank you.
You did good, counselor. Doesn't matter how long it took. You did good. What'd you think? Think about what?
My father.
Father. Yeah, there's a lot of that going around lately. Never mind. What about your father? When I was a little kid, 9 or 10 years old, there was a girl at the school playground who picked on me all the time. And I complained to my father. And he said he couldn't help me. He said that people were going to pick on me all my life unless I was tougher and smarter than they were. Is that what you try to be?
Yes.
But I made the mistake of applying my standards to Crandall. That wasn't fair. You're right. But you came around, and I'm proud of you.
You proud of me?
Yeah. If you tell anybody I said that, I swear I'll deny it.
Ha!
You'd think I could at least get a pizza delivered to me in 30 minutes. And John, I'll give you a slice when it gets here, okay? You know, I really don't have much of an appetite. Seeing Kay going out with Crow like that. I mean, I know I couldn't give her what she wanted. And there was Crow standing there with open arms. He's a good man, too, John. You'd like him. If it wasn't for him, you'd be someone else's sympathetic here tonight. It still feels kind of funny, you know? I mean, them out together and me here with you. No offense, John. Just feels kind of empty. You hold that thought.
Hi. What's that for?
Thought you were the pizza guy.
Oh. Disappointed?
Only if he shows up now.